And there we are. We're back with more D&D Courtesy Flush. I'm Crowwind. Over here we have Neracer, Jameer, and over there you can't see him just yet. There's Michael. I have the controls still. I'll put him on the screen for a second. But just say hi so everyone can hear you. Are you waving at somebody? Because I can't see you.
I thought you put me up there.
No, not yet.
I thought you said
you're just like waving at nothing?
No,
I
thought you
waving
said
at nothing.
I'm going to put you up there so everybody can see you.
I am in a second. I just wanted to be like up close and personal. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go over there.
Yeah.
Like that. Pow. We're on the D&D. So there he is.
D&D, so I can wave?
I think so. We'll see it in a second.
The joke is I don't say anything in the beginning.
And also on Discord, we have Malachi, who's...
Hello.
There he is. Who is... Actually, it's weird. I thought... Is there any way you can get on Discord and message John to see if he wants to join us? Because I don't think he knows we're doing it, or...
I'll try. Hey, there's Biddy playing Destiny 2.
Oh, he's playing Destiny 2. Clearly the better game. Don't.
It's actually free right now on PS Plus.
It is a good game. It's just not a thrilling game.
Nice. Not thrilling, but nice. So tonight we're gonna be finishing out Cragmaw Castle. Cragmaw Castle.
Cragmaw.
Yes.
Meemaw.
Grandma.
Last time we played, which was 2 weeks ago, we destroyed. What was the thing called? It was like a.
It was a grick.
A grick.
It's a grick.
It's like a creature that has teeth, and it is also now dead.
It's like a land octopus.
And that music
with razor blades on the end of its tentacles.
Oh.
But yeah, you defeated a grick.
I sure did.
And then
actually, yeah, we defeated a grick. Hold on, let me turn that.
And then you defeated a fucking resurrected.
Now we can hear you. Say it again.
Wow. Oh, I was gonna say we defeated a grick twice.
And a veritable horde of goblins. I'd say.
Sword Fighter said he was going to be here, so he's probably... I think he's actually tutoring right now, but he said he'll be on in a bit.
Oh, wow. That's pretty late.
It's a personal... one of those, like, private things, I think. Yeah.
Making that money shit.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's got that all weekend, actually.
Nice.
So, he'll be on in a bit. We'll just, like, hey, Mal, would you like to just play with us? You don't have to, like, act or anything. You could just, like, control Kevin's character. He's playing, like, was like a paladin.
Yeah. Paladin.
Yeah. He's playing a paladin with a giant two-handed sword. And it just...
I've actually got to go for about 10 to 15 minutes, though.
All right, yeah, no worries. We're just actually going to clear the castle, so whenever you get back, if Kevin's not here, you want to do that?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
All right, cool. We got the dice, so we can just roll for you. We got a whole veritable thing of dice. Do you have don't you have, like, a set of dice in your room? Somewhere?
I do. I've got several.
Oh, shit. All right. All right, well, we'll see what happens. All right, man. So... lead us off, Michael. How do we start this? How do we get back into the campaign itself?
All right. Okay. Well, like I said, you had defeated a grick twice. You had spoken with the goblin god, the evil goblin god.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck his name was.
Barada Nikto.
He seemed none too pleased.
No.
Well, actually, it was kind of weird. Maybe he's taking a shine to you guys because you offered so much blood to him, and you basically desecrated this this temple. Or was
we aim to please, whether it be a god of good nature or a god of evil. We're not here to provide lip service. We are here to provide a service.
So, I think
we're like the Ghostbusters of D&D.
I think the way we ended up is you felt like there was going to be some sort of divine repercussion if you did not clean up the copious amount of gore.
Which is what we did.
Once thing.
Well, so, I don't think we had done that yet. I think
we did it.
Yeah, okay. You did it.
Yeah, we did it. We did it on the last thing. Yeah, I remember that.
You did it, and you took it easy. So you could even say it was something like, it was you were working, but it was restful work, and
Just
it
like
was
put
short.
a cassette in.
So I guess it was like kind of like a short restful work. So if you want to, you could roll a hit die, get some hit points back.
Ooh.
Die is...
Yeah, what die is that?
Let's see if I can explain hit dice.
No, but...
Hit dice is a D6.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
And
Six-sided.
you can
dice.
decide. Actually, the number should be.
Do, do,
3d10. Okay, I think the way it works is everybody's got 3, and it might be a D6 or a D10 depending on who you are. Nick, you got a D6 because you're a wizard, and your Constitution's low. Well, your Constitution's okay. So there's 3 hit dice, and that's a D6. And on a short rest, I believe you can choose to roll up to 3. And then if you do that, if you take another short rest, you don't have any more hit die. So you can go ahead and blow all your hit die in this short rest, which I'd suggest you do because you're going to get a long rest after finishing up.
Okay. Yeah, we're not too many rooms away from completing this, and
Okay.
Michael had just started building on
metagaming.
He already started building in Wave Echo Cave. So
I put all the mobs in. What I'd
because by the time we're like our goal tonight is by the time we're done, we should be starting in Wave Echo Cave, so that way by next stream we can just go through the whole rigmarole.
Maybe. Like, it says that you're supposed to be level 4, and I don't know if you guys have done enough to level up.
What level are we?
You're at level 3.
3? Okay.
Yeah. So you might have to do some other things.
Side quests. Oh, boy.
I got 12.
12.
I am fully healed. That
All right.
was awesome.
Cool.
Okay.
Do I need to heal? Wait, what's my health points at again?
Let's check.
Because I didn't. Let me go get my tablet while you look that up. I'll be right back.
Oh wow, you got just enough hit points, didn't you, Nick?
Yes. Like, I had exactly 12 damage on me, and I got exactly 12 healing.
Good roll. Yeah, Crowin's near death. Well, not near death. I heard someone explained hit points in a really good analogy. Hit points are like your luck. And just because you might be taking a few scratches here and there, your hit points is basically almost like your luck points around to where the point where you finally get a mortal wound. And that's how they explain it in
That's not right.
Uncharted. They say Drake's HP is his luck. So he's not getting shot. He's getting close to being shot. And that's how they explain kind of like the damage mechanics that you take in Uncharted. It's luck points, not so much actual humanity health points. If you want to justify it. So Crow could be perfectly fine as a human being at 2 hit points.
I'm always fine as a human being. I'm the finest human being
it's just
in
that
humandom.
He's got absolutely no luck if it comes to taking another. The only luck he has is a dice roll. So
And by the mercy of our DM God, I have somehow survived this campaign without doing something stupid. Actually, I've done a lot of stupid maneuvers, but they have been fun, and I have enjoyed them. I have so many good stories because of the stuff we've done.
I feel like there's like
Write like a small mini series about the fucking shit we're doing.
I'm a big fan of the rule of fun, and so when you do some wild shit, I'm not hoping that you succeed, but I'm also like, you're not.
Why would you?
You're not falling into the hands of an angry god.
Oh.
So whatever happens, it's going.
Did
to be
you see how much hit points I had?
You have 2 hit points left.
Okay, so I need to roll how many dice?
You can roll. Let's take a look.
And I didn't hear what you asked. I'm sorry.
Like, I need a hit points update too.
Okay.
Yeah, you have your hit die is a D8, so you can roll 3 D8 or up to 3 D8.
How many hit points do I have total?
Total, you have.
I'll just roll all 3. Just roll all 3.
I think you. Well, yeah, just roll it twice. See what you get.
10. I have 10.
10. Yeah, if you had 12 out of 15 is pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, go ahead, burn it again. We'll just say you're full health.
1.
Yeah. Okay. We'll just say you're at full health.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
And you know what? We're gonna say, as you are cleaning up, you feel a little bit of divine favor, especially you, Crow. Crow, it feels almost hot. Maybe he just thinks he's working hard, like he's picking up all the goblin assemblages and he's sweating, he's getting hot. But there's a little bit of divine light, just kind of passing through the cracks, and just accelerates a couple of those hit die.
Thank
Mass, your
lovely explanation.
Mass, we'll say you're full health too. We'll say you use like 1 hit die, because you did such a good job of not getting hit so much.
I'll be right back.
Sword fighter, after helping you guys clean, says it's like, all right, that was a good first part. Cleaning up the chapel is always important. I know that because I went to Paladin school and they taught me all kinds of important things. And man, I'd like to join you guys for some more fighting, but I'm the only one who can do the next part of this ritual. It's a prayer kind of cleansing ritual. It's going to take me a little bit of time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over by this brazier. I'm going to have a sit down. It's going to look like I'm sleeping, but it's just me praying. And it's a relaxed pose because that's what the gods want. So I'm gonna chill out over there. And you guys, I think we took care of most everything. So why don't you go check out the rest of this castle? Maybe find something. But I'm just gonna hang out here for a little bit, and you guys take it easy. I imagine Arunian is doing something similar with the dwarven gods up in up where he's at. So
as he would say.
Yep. Okay, so yeah, you're gonna leave a sword fighter alone in the chapel. You guys feel like while you did clean up inside the chapel, you didn't want to take the body parts very far, and so you just kind of placed them outside the doors, to your left and right, not obstructing the doors, but very close and near. In fact, you filled up a good part of the pit that was a trap in front of that first door, and
you mean the one that Crow found?
Exactly.
When he went sliding.
The one
through.
that he slided directly into.
Oops.
And
hey, that was a good maneuver because we killed 2 goblins, and then I initiated a sequence of events that allowed us to kill them all in one go. So you're welcome. You're very welcome. That was a bad move. It was a fun move.
That it was. Sword fighter's going to stay in the chapel, and you feel relatively confident that if any goblin was to walk up to the left and right doors, they would be effectively scared off by seeing all of their friends and possibly family dismembered. So you feel pretty comfortable. That's pretty safe.
So you're saying Cragmaw Castle is a goblin-friendly place at one point?
It was very friendly.
Family-friendly.
It's kind of a haven for goblins.
It's like the Chuck E. Cheese for goblins, and we just fucked it up.
You totally went to town on those little munchkins, didn't you? In fact, they had just gotten done eating, and so after slicing everything up, it's like there's a lot of smell of like blood and flesh.
Oops.
But some of the stew that they had eaten is leaking out, and you could even smell that a little bit while you're cleaning up. And so just a faint kind of sick kind of smell just still lingers in the air a little bit. There's not much airflow.
Why couldn't Garfield sell some like Febreze pebbles?
You can ask him next time. You could use your Gust Master or whatever. One of you guys have a Gust Master.
I do.
Yeah.
You could air out the room a little bit. Anyway.
Yeah, but that's a once per day thing, and I kept expecting you needed to use it.
When you're
last time,
retired, that's what the Gust Master will be used for once a day. You're like, I'm gonna air out the room. Not today. Sorry.
Olivius, roll a d20.
Oh no. This can only end well. I got a 17.
17. Okay. You get kind of like a ping in your head, and you know this to be, even though it's a fairly new sensation, you know this to be your familiar communicating with you, and so it's just trying to get your attention. What do you do?
I go to look through its eyes to see what it's looking at.
Okay, so you look through. Was it?
Sorry, I gotta add sound effects.
What was his name? Archimedes.
No, Ignatius.
Ignatius.
That's the. Isn't that the bird from Merlin or Sword and Stone?
It's Merlin's. Yeah, Archimedes. Yeah, Ignatius. You look through Ignatius' eyes, and I can't remember if birds see color or not.
Yes,
but
they do.
They do. Okay.
On account of how colorful they are.
All right, that makes sense. You look through its eyes, and you can see off in the distance. They have good eyesight, right? They have to, because they're fucking birds. They have to be able to hunt and find words on the ground. Off in the distance, a good bit of ways still, there seems to be a traveling party. Go ahead and say... Go ahead, roll another d20.
10.
10. You can't really identify how many or what. It just seems like there's a party coming towards the castle. Still a good bit of ways off, not coming in a bit of a hurry, just kind of making their way over. But you have been alerted to just a group of something heading its way toward the castle.
Well, gentlemen, it appears that somebody is coming our way. I wasn't able to get a clear idea of who or why.
Well, hopefully
But-
it's the king's men, because this castle is in quite disrepair, and they're going to be very upset when they come back and realize their castle has fallen in such disrepair.
Well, I'm just saying that maybe not necessarily excessive hurry, but expedite
you're giving
our
me
further expeditions.
You're giving
just
me
in
vibes
case.
like there's something that would not be happy to see us here. I see what you're saying. So, just so I can kind of see what's back there, I'd like to go up.
We can. Can't we? We can.
I'd like to see what's up there. Okay, we can't move.
Oh, you want to go?
Yeah, Michael controls us. We don't control ourselves.
Where do
I thought
you?
you meant moving the map.
Oh no, we're fine. We can leave right there.
Where do you want to go?
So there's curtains up there. I'd like to go.
Yes.
I just want to see what's back there.
You want to look past the curtain?
I just want to go in there.
Go in there. Okay, you go in there. And
Because like we've been sitting here cleaning, there's no way if there's something in there, they've just been completely ignoring us this whole time, which is like
We made quite a bit of noise last session.
they're like they hear all that noise and they're like, yeah, I'll just wait. I'll just wait until that's done. I'm not going out there. That's kind of neat. What is that?
so you look around and let me read you the actual description because it's in the book.
Mine's a Vandelver.
You pass through the curtain and you see this chamber occupies the northern tower of the castle. A stone altar stands in the middle of the room, covered with blood-stained black cloth. Golden ritual implements, a chalice, a knife, and a censer, are carefully arranged on top of the altar. Two archways to the south are covered with heavy curtains, which you just passed through.
Excuse me.
As you look upon the altar, Crow, you get a burning sensation in the base of your skull, and that lasts for about 5 seconds. Go ahead and roll a d20.
That is a 9.
It was a 9.
Yeah.
Behind the pain, you can hear, "Kill your friends."
I don't know why I keep doing the whisper. Hello. Who's this?
Oh, hello.
It's John. Holy fucking shit! Sorry. Hey, what's going on, man? It's good to hear from you.
That was very, very
Aggressive. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, LT. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Going all right. So, are you going to join us as Arunian?
Yes.
Sweet.
All right.
Arunian, you've been hanging out with a fellow dwarf. What's his name?
Gundren.
Gundren Rockseeker.
I had another one.
Well, that's the guy we were looking for, so. You've been hanging out with him since last session. We left you in the room with him just that way, in case somebody comes in there to fuck with him, you can punch them with your Phantom Fist.
Yes.
I am the Phantom Fist. I'm not going to do that to you.
I'm going to say Arunian just ends up getting bored. Gundren, while healed, is still very tired from experiences and goes to lay down in King Grok's old bed. I think that was his name, Grok. Whatever. He's dead now. Fuck his name.
He's dead.
So Arunian just gets kind of bored, and so he goes on a walk, and he ends up seeing all the gore from all the goblins that were killed. Gets curious still, because kind of a macabre guy, I feel like, and wanders in and just sees what's going on. Crow, go ahead and roll. Does everybody else go into the northern part of the tower?
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna follow. Not hearing any shouts of alarm, I was going to follow Crow, and I'll go ahead and roll a perception check.
Okay.
15.
15. Yeah, with that, I'm gonna say you taking a look at this altar and taking in the context clues of the Grick coming back to life, and the one goblin and the couple of goblins' investments, and the iconology of what you see in the altar, you realize that this is a chapel that has been, the other part of the chapel that has been converted for worship and ceremonies for the goblin god. And that's what this is. So you reasonably assume that this is where the first goblins that found you were praying, just doing rituals in this chamber, and that's what this is. It is a converted, is the back part of the chapel converted into worship for the evil goblin god.
Ooh, got chills. So I would like to search the room.
Okay. Yeah, you see the chalice, the knife, and the censer. They're human-made objects.
You didn't have anything hidden there, basically?
No, it's just there.
Okay.
Yep. So yeah, you can just what do you call?
Well, I would like to
Take them.
I'm not going to do that.
I'm not gonna take the stuff.
No, you can go ahead and take it.
No, I'll pass.
I mean, they're solid gold.
I mean, yes, solid gold's nice, but
Doesn't seem
I
like
have
you
learned
should
my lesson about
steal from a
touching.
god, yeah.
Like, I have already taken something quite evil in my travels once before. I think I'm good on that for a little while. Plus, I've seen Army of Darkness.
You want to roll an insight?
Yeah.
Roll an insight check.
I got a 6, so it's not really...
6. Yeah, you feel the way you feel.
Yeah. I'm like, fuck that.
You're like, I'm not touching that. That's bad juju.
Yeah. I'm like, you know what? No, I'm good.
Everybody else roll an insight check too.
Yeah.
Ooh. We're just not going to mention that.
Could you turn the game or that music down to like 50%, please?
Sure.
What do you...
I don't like that one. It's the
not
right
a
one.
D20, though, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it is D20. Okay, never mind. Continue.
20.
There
20.
it is.
All right.
I'll
And then
sorry.
Nick, you got a 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're creeped out by this place. You don't want to be here anymore. Mass, on the other hand, complete opposite. You don't feel any kind of malevolent energy at all. And you look at the solid gold instruments on the altar, and you just, the feeling inside just tells you that if you took those, nothing bad would happen, and you'd be scot-free. There's nothing going on. So you can go ahead and
Look at that, just hooking them up with more money.
And I'll do that.
All right.
He's like, again, he's like, all right, pussies. And fucking goes over there and like takes the shit.
So Livius is just like nervously clip-clopping back and forth. Oh, Arunian, I suppose you should roll too.
Oh, good call.
Yeah. Do
You
want
gonna roll?
somebody to roll for
You
you?
want to roll? Or are you gonna do it on roll 20?
No, I got the I got
okay.
the thing here.
Cool.
11.
Oh, nice. Yep, there
You
it
got
is.
an 11?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you get the same feeling that Mass did. You don't feel any malevolent energy or any kind of curse shit. You're just like, fuck it, that's treasure. I'm gonna get it.
Well, of course, he didn't see the Greg twice.
How much is it?
It ends up being
You want to just break it down into gold value, just to make it easier?
It's you take a look at them and it's like you certainly have to get them like looked at so you can get an official number for it, but you get a feeling altogether that stuff's worth about 300 gold.
Oh wow.
It's a lot of. It's like if you just melted it down in the coins, which is probably what they would do with it. It'd be about 300 gold pieces. It is a lot of gold, and they're nice and they're well made. They might have a little bit more value just as they are because they're man-made. But yeah, I'm gonna say you and Arudian split that because you just like you both go to grab for it.
150. Nice.
I'm
Congrats on
going to
your
go into
treasure.
the next room.
Oh, you're gonna go in the next room. Go for it.
Let me just make a note.
So it looks like Olivius has decided to actually be the one to take charge and go into the next room.
Split treasure in room 9.
Yeah, I decided that I didn't want to be in the same room as Mass and Runin on the off chance that lightning really did come down from the sky
I
and
set
smite them.
2 goblins free in our quest. I think I'm owed some.
That's what we like with our centaurs, leadership. Come on, man, take the reins.
Ooh.
All right, so yeah, you go into the next room, and it is. See if there's even a description for this. Yeah, there is. It is a storeroom. Old casks of salted meat and sacks of rotting grain fill the storage area. Among the supplies, you see a bloody suit of chainmail, a heavy crossbow, and an unsheathed longsword with the emblem of Neverwinter worked into its hilt.
Ooh.
Any guesses as to what the hell that is?
Never. Wait, I should know Neverwinter. Why?
It's a city. It's a place.
Yeah, but is it? Wait, was that where we were meeting up? It's
not a person.
Or... No, I know it's a place.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
I was trying to think of if we've been there.
No, we have not
Can
been to
you-
Neverwinter. Not
Can
in
you
this
think
campaign.
of anybody who might be missing equipment?
Oh,
Actually, we
probably Gungeon.
Not Gundren.
Yeah,
Gundren's just a common miner.
No, like we probably. It's been weeks since we've.
Who was the
You played-
manager guy?
The who?
Like the manager guy.
The manager.
Oh, no, but Barry Blue Jeans.
Yeah, Barry Blue Jeans.
There you go.
You guys recognize that as, well, maybe you don't recognize it, but you understand that to be Barry Blue Jeans' ill-gotten equipment. And you even remember him saying something about...
I was gonna guess get Barry Blue Jeans, but I'm like, I don't know. I'm assuming at this point he should have his own fucking shit. I don't know what the fuck
He might have gotten like a short sword or something, but that's his prized armor and sword that was taken from him when he was captured. So you remember him saying that he'd pay a pretty penny for the return of those items.
Well,
I don't remember that, but I'm gonna take your word for it.
Gonna pick
I
those
have.
up.
I
then.
just nothing comes to my mind.
That's fine. All right. So Olivius, yeah. Go ahead and roll a d20.
Do.
6.
6. All right. In the process.
Oh, that was
of,
another set. That was another D20. I was like, why does that one look different?
In the process of picking up the equipment, you make a little bit of a racket, and you hear a door open, and a hobgoblin steps out, takes a look at you, seeing a motherfucking centaur in the storeroom picking up shit, and he says, he just kind of looks at you. He's very confused because this is odd, but he kind of gets over himself and he's like, What the fuck are you doing?
I look at him. Actually, I look down at him. And I say, "Good sir, in the next room with me is a dozen highly trained warriors. And we have killed, up until this point, everyone we have met in the castle. I would advise, highly advise, that you just run away now before you meet the same fate."
And then I walk into the room, and I'm like, I just immediately so like, "Hey, Olivius, the 4 of us in the next room are still resting after our last battle there, man. I don't know if there's still anybody left." And like, oh, this looks like there's some sort of hello.
We're gonna call that a bluff.
You're not gonna let me do that?
No, no. It's gonna originate with Olivius with an imitation.
I'm just. You don't have to do that. I was just messing with you.
No, that's fine.
No,
that's
like,
good.
but I am actually blocking.
Yeah, he's trying to intimidate.
Okay.
Actually, we'll go with intimidation because he's trying to scare him off. What would?
Oh, wow.
I don't know if I could turn you up anymore.
Hobgoblins into chat. Let's see.
Got you turned all the way up, Mike.
Do this right.
There we go.
Hobgoblin intimidation.
He looks like one of the elves from Lord of the Rings movie. His icon. Like a red version of it.
Sure.
It's very
For every
red.
size category that you're larger than chart. Wow, actually, funny. Since are you outsize? I think we say we outsize.
I thought I was like a medium.
Do we put
or
you at
something.
medium? I think some character builds have a centaur as large, so that would give you plus to your intimidation. Let's see. You can change Unline's behavior. Social check. Your intimidation check is posed by target's modified level check. A 1d20 plus character level or hit dice, plus their wisdom bonus, plus their saves against fear. Check result. You may treat the target as friendly. Okay. So hold on 1 second here.
I know I've seen that in here somewhere. I just don't know where.
Just have to calculate what the check is. Armor class, hit points, speed, strength, dark. What's the level of a fucking? Well, he doesn't have a level. His wisdom is. Yeah, we'll just call it
even
that.
though your size is large, your upper human and torso is still similar scale to that of other human. So I can use medium sized. Okay, that's where I was getting.
All right.
So I am large, but
Let me see if hobgoblins have a level. Hobgoblin character level.
Story. I'm sorry.
No. What?
Yeah, they look. What is it? Hit dice 1d8 plus 2. Yeah, I'm just gonna call. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be a tough one, but go ahead, roll that d20.
oops. I got an 18.
You got an 18. Shit. All right. So, you look him in the eyes, and while you had cleaned that chapel pretty well, you're still covered in blood. And if the words that you said weren't scary enough, the overall appearance of you and your body, this hairy, blood-soaked centaur, picking up a very large sword, holding a very large glass rod in the other hand, you successfully intimidate this hobgoblin, and he slowly sidesteps away to the door, and is like, "I'm out." He runs off.
He's like,
but the other three.
Because of course there's another 3. That's okay.
and you wanted to go into the next room.
Okay, to be perfectly honest, I was kind of hoping something like that would happen, that I would get away with bluffing them. The only disappointment is I only bluffed one of them and not the other 3. But yeah, whatever.
At this point, if Crow wanted to waltz through the door, and now we can check this out, we might have a little bit more of an opportunity for some more a role play.
Some more of that.
So does Crow walk through the door? Or is he gonna leave it? You hearing some commotion coming from the next room, Crow? Do you go help out your buddy?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk into the next room.
All right, you walk into the next room. Do you stay behind Olivia?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not gonna be like, stand aside. No, I'm gonna be like, I immediately come in and my senses see that I see 3 hobgoblins who are staring at us in confusion and us covered in blood. I'm just like, immediately I snap to it and I'm like, well, it looks like the 30 of us were finally able to clear out this side of the castle. There's only just, oh, excuse me, are you supposed to be here?
Roll a d20. The hobgoblins.
Nobody has to guess.
They look at you, Crow. Like they all look at you.
Good.
And they stare at you.
And despair. They're just like, you're a dead motherfucker.
and it's weird because they move in unison when they all draw their blades. Like they all are moving at almost like they're all
it's like
the same.
The guards from Aladdin. We've all got swords.
They aren't emoting. Their faces have gone slack, and they are just staring at you. And they have drawn their weapons. Everybody roll. Well, everybody in that room roll initiative.
Down.
19.
All right, 19.
Let me write all this shit down. Where's my pen? I had it.
It was right there.
Where would have it even gone?
Check your hammer space.
My hammer space?
Yeah.
My hammer space. Oh, there it is.
You know.
What's hammer space?
Oh, it's like where you store it's like Link's hammer and anything else that's massive.
You know that girl earlier, like
yeah.
2 or
No, dimensional bag or bag of holding or
yeah, they call it hammer space in game talk, I guess.
And also like anime characters have a tendency to pull like just giant hammers out of nowhere to wail on people.
All right, here's my initiative roll. That's a 4. So I'll be definitely, unless all these goblins miraculously roll like 3, I'm gonna be dead last. Unless what's that dice? That's a 4.
Yeah, that's a 4.
Yeah, no, it just looks weird. It's this angle. From this angle, it looked like it was an A. I was like, I rolled an A. What does that mean?
There you are.
Does that mean I get something special? Fuck you, number 1.
Okay, and then did you add your modifiers?
I have no modifier.
For initiative. Yeah. So I have +4, so it'd be 8 actually if I added my initiative.
There you go. You just doubled your initiative.
That matters.
Yeah,
okay.
I totally forgot about it. My bad.
That's fine.
Hello and welcome to the internet. Malachi does it way better than I do.
Okay. So what should we just show there? Name. One of the hobgoblins just starts kind of like not walking and not jogging, just kind of like quickly moving towards you, Crow. In fact, it's going to move into
attack range. Yeah, he's a diagonal, so that's fine.
Moves into attack range, and he's going to make an attack on you, hobgoblin.
I'm just going to activate my Divine Shield, and I'm going to activate my Hearthstone, and I'm just going to get the fuck out of here. No, I'm kidding. I can't do that.
Okay, yeah, it's just gonna make an attack on you
Can't do that.
with its longsword.
It's a Warcraft move.
Does 18 hit you?
Okay, he hits me for how
He
much
hits
damage?
you. He hits you for...
Because I'm at 15 health. I have AC 15.
He hits you for
Oh, that...
7 slashing damage.
Ow!
It seems like fleeing would probably be the best option.
I plan on it, but I got a fucking 8, so I gotta wait.
All right, and then Olivius, it's your turn.
That's yours. I put it right on the page as you're trying to turn it. I'm like, no.
I'm actually... That's a 5-foot grid, isn't it? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just double
yep.
checking for in a moment. 10 foot view. Okay. Right now, what I'm going to do, because my glass staff has charges on it, I'm going to cast Shield.
All right. What does shield do?
It gives me +5 to my armor and no damage from magic missile.
Sick. Okay.
So that puts your armor class up to
18.
18.
Okay.
So they got a... Yeah, that's a pretty high...
It's a pretty good shield. All right. Do you want to stay where you are?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll stay between the hobgoblins and Crow.
Okay.
I'm like, help me.
All right. The next hobgoblin, he walks up, kind of like quickly walks up, and he's in front of you, Olivius, and he's looking through you. He's looking through you at Crow, and like
Why are they so focused on me like that? That's so weird.
It's a good question.
Roll a 1.
I rolled a 1, but what does that mean?
Perhaps you did something that angers something supernatural that has sway over goblinoids.
What did I do? I didn't do anything to that thing.
Crow, you just got that look.
Apparently I do. I don't remember angering any gods.
Other than the one that brought back the grip.
Well, here's the thing. Maybe you didn't even anger him. Maybe you won his favor. But maybe this is the way he shows it.
Oh. Well, okay, well, then make it up, because I don't know what the hell's happening. Go for it.
But yeah, that goblin is just kind of like looking through Olivius. And he doesn't attack, but he sees that like he can't meet the distance. So he just puts his sword away and pulls out his bow. But that takes so long that he can't attack this turn. And now it's Crowin's turn.
Okay.
I want to duck.
I am going to duck into the other room. Back out.
Okay. How far do you want to go?
I'm just going to basically run over to... I'm going to stand like close to Arunian.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's 1, 2, 3, like right there.
Yeah.
Not good. Okay.
Oh. All right. Yeah. I'm just running away.
All right.
Only because
so-
I'm not at any shape to fucking fight 3 hobgoblins on my own.
And in that, you have alerted Mass and Arunian to the danger. Mass,
Hey, there's things in the next room that are trying to kill us. If you hadn't
You run in
noticed,
going like, shit.
I just like troll in the dungeon. Just thought you'd like to know.
Mass, Mass and Arunian, roll a d20 to see where you go in the initiative.
14 plus 3, 17.
Okay. And then
That dice is fixed.
Oh.
Was that your
But
3?
what's your initiative at?
It literally, it didn't even roll around. It just like plopped right down on the board and just packed on like a 3.
Do you have any bonuses to initiative?
Let me look.
Shadowgate is such a fantastic game. Another RPG classic.
All right.
Trying to find my sheet.
So after Crow leaves the room, the hobgoblins stop for a second, and then they all shake their heads, but out of sync, and their eyes fixed on Olivius, and
Of course, they have no one else to look at.
no thing else, but they just see this blood-soaked intruder with his weapons drawn and a magical shield just kind of pulsating around him. And the one furthest from you looks at you, Olivius, and just yells out and runs forward to attack you with his longsword. Yeah, so he's going to make an attack on you. And he got an 8. So he tries to attack you, but the magic shield just kind of
Do you have a boing
repels.
sound effect
No.
on that? You need
No.
a boing sound effect
I don't
on that.
like. I don't have all this. Like I have to just build like a massive thing, but it's like so many folders now. Here, you get this.
Oh no, you did not shoot that green shit at me.
Thank you, Will Smith.
He sees that his sword is just kind of repelled by the shield, almost like magnetically, and he just kind of spits at you and calls you filthy wizard. He doesn't even say filthy wizard. He's a filthy magics. Fight like a man, or fight like a warrior is what he would say. It is now Mass Mage's turn. Mass, all you know is that there's some commotion going on in the room next to you.
Cast all of the spells. Use everything.
If you want to stay there for one moment, I want to try something out.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
Are you gonna do it around you?
Yes. It's
Oh,
an
okay.
area effect.
Oh, okay.
And I never get a chance because somebody's always around me. So,
Well, yeah, we're trying to defend you because we're
and I
your friends.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
But given that I'm at full health, I figured this was a prime opportunity to try something I haven't had a chance to use yet.
All right. Well, let's see it happen.
So Olivius yells back and is like, "I got this!" And so Mass, I guess you could just take it easy, or maybe you could just like ready yourself. Oh, part of, I don't know if we've covered this, but you can ready an action in Dungeons and Dragons. So you could say, it's almost like you set a trigger. So you could say, I will cast a firebolt at anything that walks through that door.
Oh.
And so you can ready that. And so if any enemies come through that door or come into your line of sight, you're ready to throw that out at them.
It's like Doctor Strange.
It's like an Overwatch or something. It's like you just prepare that, because just because you can't see something doesn't mean you don't know
So
you're
that,
in danger.
that altar would be like 50% for cover.
Yep.
In case you're playing. Well, do you want to ready?
Me?
Already a spell.
I'll do the piercing knives over the door again.
Do the what now?
I have a spell called Cloud of Daggers.
Cloud of Daggers. Okay. Yeah, just you get that ready. I think you used that before.
I did.
Which was to some effect.
So now, Olivius, you can no longer retreat in the room without taking.
Well, no, he hasn't done it. He's just readied it, right?
I think it's only enemies anyways.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say. Is it?
No, it doesn't say all that.
So besides, like, if you did have to retreat, you have a pretty high AC.
You know
so
what? I'll just do Firebolt.
Okay. So you just ready a mode of fire in your hand, and just ready to attack anything should it come to your line of sight. Arunian, what would you like to do?
I like to peek my head in the room because I really think it's just a couple of rats.
Just like you're like, you know what? I don't believe you. I gotta check this one out.
Yeah, you know what? I did, and you know what? I'll do it again.
Do you wanna go in, or do you just want to peek?
I'll just peek in there.
Okay, so you go up to the door and you peek in, and you can just see the hobgoblins are around Olivius.
Yes.
You just see there's 3. Like Olivius is still just barely taller than all of them. Well, not just barely. He's maybe like half a torso taller than all of them. They're pretty stocky and built individuals. They look intimidating. But that was your turn, and now it's time for some of the hobgoblins.
I'd be like, just slowly close the door and just tiptoe away. I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm good.
What was that?
You're just
Nick?
like walking away.
It should be just one of them, isn't it?
Nope, it's 2.
2.
Oh no, it is just 1. Sorry,
Okay,
you're right.
Thank you.
He makes an attack on you. That is, hold on, I got this somewhere. Oh, there it is. What is his plus to hit? Oh, it's a +3. So he got an 18. So he's gonna make it through your magic shield. Because he's got a martial advantage, I'm going to deal an extra 7 or 2d6 damage to a creature it hits with a weapon attack if that creature is within 5 feet of an ally of the hobgoblin that isn't incapacitated. So he's going to roll damage on you. Oh boy. Let's see. 1d8 plus 1. That's going to be 4. And then 2d6. 4, that's 9. 11. He hits you for 11 points of damage.
Well, I don't like him anymore. So, I believe that brings it back to me,
Yep,
correct?
it is back to you.
Okay. So with that in mind, I'm going to cast Thunder Wave.
Thunder Wave.
Um,
Hit me with that description.
A wave of thunderous force sweeps out from you. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage and isn't pushed. In addition, unsecured objects that are completely within the area of effect are automatically pushed 10 feet away from you by the spell's effect, and the spell emits a thunderous boom audible out to 300 feet.
Ooh. All right. What's the saving? What's your spell save DC?
12.
12.
And there's also mod +4, so...
Yeah. So we'll say 16.
Okay.
Yep. All right. So. Oop. Oop. Who does it? And he does not. Okay, go ahead. Roll damage.
5. 8.
8.
So 13 total.
13 total. All right. So,
And I have something after, if you want to finish calculating.
Mill takes his hit and goes flying, crashing into the stock. Well, his name is Mill. You didn't know that, but it doesn't matter because he's dead now. And so does this dude. He also goes flying, hits the wall, and dies on impact. And this dude, he stands his ground, but takes what's half of 13? It's going to be
6.5.
6.5. So it rounds up 7. He stands his ground, but the force just concusses him, and he takes. Should be it. There we go. And he takes 7 points of damage. This is the same one who sped at you. And he again, he's trying to curse you. And he does so very, very loudly because he cannot hear anymore. So he's just yelling at you in Goblin. You hear filthy every once in a while, and you hear wizard and magics and things like that. And you just see some blood coming out of his ears.
That's okay, because I'm going to take this opportunity while he's kind of concussed a little bit to dash into the back chapel room with everybody else.
All right. So, Arunian, go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
Okay. Better not be a 3. Huh?
Well, it wasn't a 3.
Loaded die.
Arunian, you don't take damage, but the door that you were listening at blasts back and just kind of hits you and pushes you a couple feet back. You stumble and just kind of fall on the ground.
You're just like, fuck!
And
like a slow motion going.
And Olivius, you dash away, and you're gonna take an opportunity attack. But that misses. He is just so caught up. He thought you were gonna stand your ground and fight, and he's just, again, you disappoint him with your wizardly ways of magic fighting.
I don't care if I disappointed him or not. 2 of his friends are dead.
Yep. All right.
And I'm not yet.
What was that? That was Dill. Okay. It is now Crowwind's turn.
Okay, I ready my bow and arrow for anybody who walks through that door.
Okay. Guess who walks through that door? It's that goblin. Okay. Go ahead. Roll to hit with your bow and arrow.
Oh my god! I just don't. It's a 1. I'm not even gonna hit the failure thing.
Oh jeez.
I've got 3 1s this whole thing. That's really impressive.
That is pretty impressive. That's it's a 0.5
I mean,
cubed, right, Nick?
No, because he's rolling a d20. So it's 1 over 20 to the 1 over 8,000.
Oh, 0.05, right?
It would be, yes, 0.05.
0.05 cubed. Yep. Yeah, that's big. Play the lottery.
I was actually thinking about that.
Or buy into the Big Short.
I was gonna. Well, it's like, even if it's like a critical miss or whatever, it's still pretty impressive that I roll a 1, 3, almost not 3 in a row, but just 3 times in one sitting.
Well, 2 of them were in a row at least.
I'm gonna say, like, you have your bow drawn, you're ready to let fire, and as this goblin stumbles through the door, you don't know what it is, but you're kind of filled with a little bit of pity, because he just kind of looks pathetic at this point. He's almost fucking beaten, and to you it feels like it's just an arrow is just too mean at this point. Like, this guy's probably gonna fade without doing anything. So you just kind of like lower your arrow and you just kind of shake your head a little bit and you're like, no, I lost my will. And now it is.
Then he pulls out a 5-hour energy.
And then I pull out a 5-hour energy and I'm like, let's fucking go.
Oh, that's right. Mass prepared a firebolt. Mass, go ahead and roll to attack.
I'm sorry. I hope I didn't curse the die.
5.
It's a 5. Yeah, you hurl that mote of fire, and doesn't hit him. It just kind of gets his attention, and you see as the fire passes his eyes, it seems to it seems to calm him down. Just kind of, it gets his attention, and where he was on a tirade and just deaf before, he calms, and then he scans the room, and then again he locks eyes on Crow, and then the emotion drains out of his face, and he calmly walks towards Crow and tries to attack you.
Well, is it his turn?
Yes.
Because Arunian didn't get a chance to do anything.
It goes, so it was Olivius's turn. He did Thunder Wave, which killed two of the goblins. Then you went.
I ran out of the room and sprinted.
Actually, it's
I
not
rolled
Dill,
a
it's
4 and
Rock.
then got knocked back.
Yeah, he got knocked back
that
by a door,
was-
but he didn't get a chance to do anything.
So the way the initiative worked was, it was everybody, and then the other two rolled initiative, and then I added them to the end of it because they were informed later. So they were just rolling initiative to see which one of them.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, he just came into the room too.
The
goblin, yeah.
Yeah, his move was still. He's still making his move.
Okay.
Yeah. He had enough time to move all the way towards you. Is that Rock? Oh, it's Dill. Whatever. That's a hobgoblin. Yeah, but he's just gonna make an attack on you. And he's so faded. He swings very, very slow. And even though it seems like the emotion has gone out of him and he's being spurned by some sort of force, the body has been weakened so much so that it's like, if anything is controlling it, the vessel is just no good at this point, and it just completely whiffs. Like, you don't even have to go far out of your way to dodge. And now it is Mass's turn.
So I'm gonna go for Firebolt again.
All right, go ahead and throw that shit.
11.
11. Don't think that hits. I'll double check. I think he's got a pretty good AC. Yep. Oh wait. What's your spell modifier?
This is a cantrip.
Yeah, but you
it's still
should.
a spell.
Yeah, you should have like a spell modifier.
If you look.
I got it.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's 7, but
No, it's probably not gonna.
you should just know, because I think we'd been doing it wrong for a while. Because just like Crow has a bow with like a +3 to hit or something like that, you have plus to your
I got
magics.
+6.
+6 to hit. Jeez.
1d10.
But at the bottom, see where it says mod.
Plus
Oh, that's
4.
right. I gotta open up my keep because I have a bunch of other stuff I could.
It
do.
looks like you have
Plus
plus
four, all
4.
of 'em.
Yeah, so it would be, so you rolled an 11 and then you would add 4 and you'd have 15. And that still misses, but it gets pretty close.
Wait a minute. So we use that each time?
Yeah, every time that you make a ranged spell attack, you add that to it.
Okay.
Yeah. Because that is your bonus as a wizard. For using magic as opposed to even like, but you got a bow that's good. Like, you're good at bow, aren't you? Yeah, you got a +3 to hit with your bow. Yeah, so just like you have the +3 attack bonus to your longbow, you have a +4 to your magics, and that
Still
also
learning.
goes up.
All right.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that was Mass's turn, and now it's a Runian. Runian, you're poised. You're in range. You can axe this fool if you want.
Can I attack the what is that damn thing?
The hobgoblin.
Yeah, can I attack the hobgoblin?
Yeah, you can.
Is that the one that's already dead?
No, you're right next to him.
And I'm just stabbing a dead body.
No,
No,
he's
He's still alive, barely.
He's nearly dead.
Oh, well, I'll just leave him then.
It's not worth it.
Nah.
You're not gonna kill him?
You're
Okay,
not
I'll
gonna
kill him.
save your good buddy Crow here.
He's still fighting. He's still trying to attack Crow.
All right.
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah, I was gonna say, what the
I'll
fuck?
intervene.
Dude.
I'll intervene.
It's a
Here
fun
we go.
role-playing thing. Yeah, go ahead and roll that shit.
D20.
Yep, D20.
All right, this is for you, Burt Reynolds.
12 plus, say 5, 17. That is not sufficient. So you get really, really close.
How high is this thing's AC? Damn.
18 is what its AC is.
Jesus.
I'll tell you now, because just for fun. But yeah, it's 18.
It's crazy.
It's pretty high.
What is he, like, heavily armored? What
But
the
then
fuck?
again, he's got Arunian has a +5 to hit with his short sword, so he's close. But yeah, you get really close.
17.
You shave off a few of his whiskers, but he doesn't even notice. In fact, no, we'll keep going. It's back to Olivius.
Okay. I guess kind of out of spells otherwise, and okay. I'm just gonna use firebolt on him then.
All right.
There we go. 17 plus my 4 should be 21.
That's gonna do it. Go ahead, roll damage.
What is damage for? It's a D10. There's a D10. I got 5.
5. All right. Yeah, you extend your hand, very, very close. Again, the hobgoblin isn't really looking at you, you just conjure this ball of flame and shoot it right into his face. And now his head is charred and black, and he falls over dead.
Yay! This is the end of that combat for now.
So I'm gonna go back to the storeroom and finish picking up the
Yeah, let's.
Barry's stuff.
Yeah. Crow, roll a d20.
Okay, yeah. Got an 8.
An 8. Before you even know what you're doing, you're kneeling at this hobgoblin's body with your dagger cutting off one of its ears. You don't even realize like how you got to that point. Like it just kind of jumped, and then you just kind of find yourself like cutting off its ear. What do you do?
I take and I drop the ear on the ground, and I'm like, well, that was strange.
You should probably put it on the altar.
Is that an actual suggestion?
I would think so. From magic school.
From magic school? You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and do that.
Yeah, you go ahead, put the ear up, and you put it on the altar. You don't really feel anything, and nothing really happens. But yeah, that's weird.
There we go.
Okay. Now what? You killed some hobgoblins. What next?
Well, he said he was going back in that room.
Yeah, the storeroom.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Because I think I was interrupted in the middle of collecting Barry's stuff, so I need to finish that.
Was there anything on
And
the
I'll go-
hobgoblins that we can get? I'll just write it down if you just tell me what it is.
Let me
So I
see.
can just so we can get rid of the bodies out of the way.
I don't think I have anything important to
Yeah, we were
check.
cleaning the altar room.
Oh, that's interesting. You cut off his ear and you put it on the altar. Now you have goblin-like senses.
You search the goblins around, and you don't particularly find anything of great value on any of them, but you do find one of them seems to have a rather ornate leather strappings on their back, close to their hip. Whatever is like supposed to be held in it isn't there, but it does look rather nice. So you think there might be something around that you might be able to find that goes with the strappings.
Okay.
If they're just very ornately, or you think they might be elvish, but the leather is in what do they called? Engraved. You engrave leather. There's probably a better name for that, but it's got very nice intricate designs on it, and it's very strong looking. So yeah, you find that, which isn't might be worth something, but it's more a hint that there's something else around. So you might want to look around.
I'm gonna send after I finish picking up Barry's stuff. I'm going to search the storeroom.
Okay.
I got a 2, so I'm assuming I don't find anything.
You look around and you fucked up that room pretty good. The rotting grain and the meat and the bodies, the twisted, broken bodies of the hobgoblins that you blasted away, are just in heaps at the sides of the rooms. Oh, in fact, as you look down the hallway, you see some goblins. And they look kind of down at you from the hallway, and they see you covered in blood.
There's a door there.
Right here. Right? Oh, you can't even see.
Like, they're in a hallway, but there's a door between us and a wall.
Yeah, right there. That door was blasted open.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, from the thunder. From
Gotcha.
The thunder wave. But yeah, that door was blasted open. Even if it wasn't, they would have heard that thunder wave. And they kind of look, they're attracted by the sound, and they're looking in there, and they see the twisted, broken bodies, and they see you covered in blood, and they take one look at that, and they look at each other, and they're like, we're out.
I'm kind of loving this. Like, me covered in blood, surrounded by bodies, is just like, nope.
Fuck that. We're done. Okay, so those were the goblins attracted. Again, Olivius, you get kind of that ping feeling from your familiar, trying to get your attention.
Okay. I go.
That's your bird. That's your bird pinging noise.
I'll
I don't know which dice you were preferring.
I'll kind of take a look again.
All right.
I got a 17 this time.
17. All right, with 17, you can see, because they're pretty much right in front of the castle now, it's a party of 3 more hobgoblins and 2 wolves. They have several sacks. They have some blood spatterings on them. They seem to be in a decent spirit, or at least they were, until they heard a very loud noise coming from their castle. And they're making their way up towards the castle to investigate.
I missed the number of hobgoblins. You said 3?
3.
3 of them.
And 2
oh,
wolves.
they're. If you scroll down, I revealed them.
Oops. Come here.
To the south?
Yeah. No, there you go.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they're approaching that way.
Mm-hmm.
So I go back into the altar room, and I say, guys, you know that party that I said was approaching? Turns out it's 3 hobgoblins and 2 wolves.
Oh.
What do we want to do about this?
Well, we'll just destroy them as they come in. I mean, what else can we do? They're just going to get mad at us and say something, or they're going to weirdly stare at me and then come at me. I don't know. I just want to go into the next room that's dark, so I can just kind of fill it in. I just want to see what's in there.
Go over here.
Yeah.
All right.
I choose to follow Crow because I don't feel like...
Anybody else?
I'm
wanna follow Crow?
definitely going. I would have.
All right.
Arunian, you want to come with us?
I will.
It's all going to go in this very, probably not that interesting room.
Yeah, so you go into this room, and this was the...
Amber Alert.
This is Hobgoblin Barracks.
All right. Can I search the room?
Hold on, I'm just about to read you
Oh, you got a description for it? Okay.
the description. That's number 6, Hobgoblin Barracks. 4 plain straw pallets and bedrolls are lined up on the floor of the barracks. Brackets on the wall hold a number of weapons, spears, swords, morning stars, and more. The north wall shows a sign of damage, but the floor is swept clean of rubble. And you can see mounted on the wall, there's several spheres, a couple of long swords, 3 morning stars, 2 great swords, and a little bit higher, just a little bit out of reach, is this very fine looking quarterstaff. And the quarterstaff is engraved with stylized feathers. If you pick it up, even though it's fairly large, it's surprisingly light, almost uncannily. and you can tell this is a very fine weapon, and it's worth about 10 gold pieces.
Awesome. So then we're gonna go check out the other room that's to the south.
To the south, all right.
Yeah. Let's just try to clear out this last little leg here, and then we got like one more tower to check out, and that's pretty much it.
So you check out this room, and it's just a guard station.
Gotcha.
That's one of the goblins one or more goblins can stay watch here. There's an arrow slit to watch the main gate. You can tell that if you were to come through this way, you might have been taken off guard, as the goblins are in a significant advantage to fire at you from that location. Yeah. You hear some commotion as the hobgoblin party enters the castle. As you're looking around, they're looking around. And you can tell that they're in the kitchen now. All right, what do you like to do?
What do you guys want to do?
That's a... Now that front hallway is kind of cluttered and hard to move through, correct?
No, that front hallway is I'm trying to remember what happened. There's a little bit of rubble kind of going on, but all of the bodies that you're cleaning up, like half of them that were in that chapel, were thrown into the pit trap. And so there's room to walk. It's not really like bad ground or anything like that. You can just kind of go through. It's dirty, but I mean, there's space to walk around in.
You made it, the one stream you made it rough terrain before.
What was going on?
Because the roof collapsed.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah, and that's why it took them so long to get to us in that chapel. And so it's rough terrain through that hallway.
Okay. Well, thanks for reminding me. Yeah, it's rough terrain.
Which means we have to do what now? I forgot what the...
It just means that
move at half speed, basically.
If you are actively fighting, it means you move at half speed.
Gotcha. All right. What do you guys want to do?
Do we want to fall back to the storeroom and pick them off as they try to get through the hallway?
I mean, yeah, I guess that'd be a sound strat.
That sounds like a good idea.
What were you gonna say?
We should just go into the hallway and get
fuck
it
them up.
started.
Yeah, let's just do that.
Okay.
I agree. Let's just.
Okay, I'm gonna be in the rear of the party then.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Where does everybody want to be?
I'll be in front of Nick.
Okay.
And I'll be in front of Mass Mage.
Okay. So you square up in this hallway of rough terrain, and you see these hobgoblins square up. They walk along, and let me see if I can find the... Is that the... Yeah, okay. And you see a particularly muscle-bound hobgoblin surrounded by two wolves, two very large wolves. That seem to be following behind him, along with two other hobgoblins. They have been inspecting the castle, and they look at you as you come out of the door. A lot of you are still covered in blood, with the exception of Arunian, just kind of looking kind of spick and span. The rest of you are looking haggard and battle-worn. This one hobgoblin looks you over, and he just kind of looks around, and he says to the general party of you, and he says, "Been pretty busy, huh?"
We have been busy. Your companions have been resting for a little bit, though, so you might find them in pieces here and there.
Oh no, I saw the pit. I see you made mincemeat of all the puny ones, huh?
Made mincemeat out of some of the bigger ones too.
Huh. Well, I suppose that might mean there's a position available. New King Grohl. Only that Grohl would be King Targor. I'm Targor, by the way.
Well, Targor, you may style yourself king all that you want. I just suggest that you style yourself somewhere else.
Well, I mean,
Excuse me.
this would be my castle and all. And me being a king, wouldn't be, so right of you to just come in and, leave without some sort of tribute.
Targar, how many other people do you have with you other than these wolves and 2 other men here?
Oh no, it's just us.
So
we
you're
just came
going to
back
be,
from slaughtering a bunch of elves.
so
Good times.
So you're telling me that you only have 2 other men and 2 wolves, and yet you want to rule a kingdom where there's literally hundreds of thousands, possibly littered throughout the land? I'm guessing they don't really do a whole lot of math in goblin kingdoms. Just regardless of that, do you have any idea how bad your situation is right now?
Well,
A good king would be able to look at what we're doing right now and be like, you know what? I don't want to deal with this. You could just walk away and live, but instead you wish to continue to come in here and act like you own the place.
2 of you look pretty close to death.
Really?
Yeah.
I look close to death. Why? Because I have a slash. I'm sorry. 'Tis but a scratch.
Listen. And see, both of us clearly don't want to get into a fight.
Oh, I'm willing to go down if you're willing to go down. It just looks like one of us is going to walk away from here, and one of us is just going to be dead. It's clearly up to you.
Do you want to roll an intimidation check?
I don't know if I have like an intimidation. Do I? What is that under?
Intimidation is like,
Yeah, I got +2 in intimidation. Why not?
yeah, you
Why
give
not?
it a shot.
Let's see what happens. 14 + 2, so 16.
16. All right, give me a second here. Ooh. Oh no, he is he's not intimidated. He takes a look
Then
at
that
you.
means he's stupid. That's what it is. It's not even like math aside, he's just not very smart. Clearly, for a goblin who's so well spoken, you clearly don't have any other kind of intelligence. So
Listen, all I'm saying is, I need a little bit of capital to jumpstart this this endeavor. You kind of left us with.
okay,
you came
so
in here.
tell us what your plan is. What is your plan beyond just ruling the? Like, are you just going to roam around with your wolves? I mean, what is your deal? What is it that you're going to do?
Well, every startup's got to start somewhere.
Of course,
So you've created a power void. I'm pretty powerful. You haven't
a
seen
power void, my ass. There's plenty of power in this kingdom. This was just a pain in the ass for everyone else.
the power void of goblins, sir. Are you familiar with goblin politics, goblin war bands, goblin?
Other than you are a
goblinoids?
very tribal species, no.
There's a little bit of delicacy to it, but generally, might makes right. That's the kind of way I've lived my life, and I've been working my way up to a number 2 position. And then now,
Well, then what is
you've-
your position on standing peace when you have a completely surrounded vicinity of humans and many other creatures who are living their lives in farms, and clearly there's a military not too far from here that eventually will come in and wipe you out. What are
Hey
you gonna
man,
do?
we were here first.
That
What do you
doesn't-
want from us? We were here, and then you guys came, and you're like, "Oh, that's nice. Oh, but there are monsters there, so we're just gonna kill those fuckers." That's what happens. Hobgoblins been living in the wild, been doing our thing for so long. Humans just show up, just start to decide, "Oh, this is ours now. We're gonna take whatever we want."
It wasn't just humans, just so you know. We are a multicultural
Honestly,
species.
I was ready to fight when you said you came back from killing elves, but the best capital is human capital. And if you want to continue on with your life, take a walk and we'll be gone. We only have 1 room left.
Yeah, let's get... We just want to get through that room behind you. We don't even know what's in there.
After that, this building is yours.
Jeez. Man, I really don't want to kill you, because it seems like it'd take a lot out of me, and it's like I'm already starting up from here, like 5 of us, 4 of you,
2 wizards, mind you.
I think
You heard the explosion. You know that there's lots of death waiting for you.
you don't suppose anybody ran out of here, do ya? You don't suppose somebody might have gotten away, might have alerted something to
Did
somebody?
any of us see anything?
Are you asking a question or making a threat? Because honestly, I'm already ready.
We ran into somebody as we were coming back, and let's just say they're more than willing to respect me as new king of the goblins of this area, and might be summon up some forces.
Will
And
they
doing-
make it back before you're dead?
You a gambling man?
I mean, we all are at this point because we're fucking rolling dice, so no choice.
All right. So he draws his sword, and the other 2 behind them also draw their swords. And they just kind of hold up their arms, and they're like, "Come at me."
Well, you come at us. Since you clearly feel like you have the tactical advantage here.
I cast Firebolt.
How about fire? What's fireball?
It's
Is that a
Fireball or
same.
firebolt? I don't think you have fireball yet.
I don't
it's
think
like-
I have Fireball.
So
So it's, Bolt is the thing that I keep firing.
oh, okay, go for it.
Um,
Mercy of the
and
dice.
I'll do it at the lead goblin, hobgoblin.
Okay.
I got a 10.
Yeah, 10. Yeah, he actually holds up his hand, catches the mote of fire, and fucking eats it. He takes 1d4 damage.
Oh, I mean, that is a very cool maneuver, but I'm glad he at least got some level of fucking repercussion from it. I'm like, Jesus Christ, what is this dude?
He everybody roll perception.
Ooh, I got a 5. I should have a plus something to
Oh, I'll do-
perception.
Is it a D20?
Yeah, D20.
10 plus 14, so 24.
Is that a plus 14? Is that how that works?
Yeah, it's a passive wisdom perception.
So I would have gotten 19.
You add your entire roll to your passive perception.
I had
You should already have like a +6 to perception. It's like your roll +6. Your passive perception is just
Oh,
walking through the
what you
woods.
walking through the? Okay, so
Yeah.
regular perception, so 14.
Oh, there's
It is just
14.
14
Okay,
because
so I got a 9 overall.
yeah, I got
Okay.
14 because I got 4 to perception.
And Arunian, you did a 14. With perception bonus. Deception. Perception +1. Arunian, I think it's just Arunian. You look
Max
at
hasn't
Oh.
rolled yet.
right
11.
11
12.
plus 12. Not
Plus 1.
Plus 1. All right. No, it's just Arunian. Arunian, you watch this whole thing, you're watching, and as everybody else, you just sees them. It's almost like a trick. He just swallows the fire and just burps a little bit, and a little bit of smoke comes out, and it looks like effortless. Arunian, you see the tiniest bit of a wince, just to kind of make you aware that he did take a little. That did hurt him, but he felt. That's what you see, Arunian. Just some flavor of like everybody else. It just looks effortless. It just looks like he caught.
He's trying to put on a brave face.
Nice. All right. Everybody roll initiative.
7.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Let me get my thing out.
Writing down initiative.
Make sure you tell me your bonuses too. Or
You don't
is that
have
just
any.
7?
Yeah, it's just straight up 7.
And I'll just tell you the number added on. So just whatever I tell you is the number. Okay.
Good.
So 7.
7. Okay.
11.
11. And then Runin, you did a 10.
Yeah, I have 0 initiative.
Okay. Minus 10. And
I'm
then
just like sitting on my ass.
3. Let's see what those
You have
rolls
range
are.
attacks, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And
Sure do. If I can connect anything. I haven't been rolling any good dice tonight.
I just figured it was a good time to use one of my spells, the Cloud of Daggers, and I didn't know if it would be best to put it in front of you or like 2 squares in front of you.
It's up to you. I mean, if you put it in front of me, anybody who walks in that
Right.
is just basically going to get
And
hurt.
they all have to walk up to you to attack you.
Yeah. That might be a good way to go. And also, your magic missiles are pretty nice too, because you guys can just like hit people without having to.
I got 2 magic slots.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I've burned all of mine.
Nah.
Actually, now that I'm level 2, I think I have 3.
He's rolling initiative for all those other things.
Olivius and Crow, roll a d20 again.
2.
14.
14. Okay. And then 4. Tar. Okay. There we go. All right. So first thing that happens.
Oh no. There we go. Pull this up here. So we can see it.
And so, Tar looks at you all. He's like, all right, first one to say uncle. Sick 'em, boys. And the wolves lunge forward. First one comes running after you, Crow. And
It's tough terrain.
yeah,
It's not that far.
it's not that far.
Oh, okay.
Attack its will run an attack roll against a creature if at least one of its will dies for 5 feet. Oh, neat. Okay, it's gonna bite you. Don't think that hits. Oh wait, what's your AC?
15.
15? Nope, don't hit. So it snarls at you and bites at you, but it doesn't get a clean hit on you. The next wolf comes running up and is gonna bite at Runion. Runion, what's your AC? It's high, right?
11.
11. Okay.
Why is my AC higher than his? Weird. We'll just figure that out later.
But if it's 11, then it's +4 to hit. It's gonna bite you. So it
But
bites
I don't
you.
want it to bite me.
Oh, it's too bad. 3, 5, 6, 7. Target is a creature. It must succeed on DC 11, 16, would be 9 prone. Alright, yeah, it, was it 3, 5, 6, 7? So you take 7 piercing damage as it, bites into your flesh. And 15. And go ahead and roll, go ahead and roll, D20.
Wow.
It's an item we have.
Oh.
Oh, did you roll another 10?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, plus your strength, that is sufficient not to be knocked prone by the wolf with its teeth locked into you. It is now Mass Mage's turn.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna do Cloud of Daggers at the spot in front of Crow.
Okay. And you just do that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And he takes damage in the next turn when if they attack from that spot.
Okay. Let me draw that. Draw shape. And this is a 5x5, right?
Yes.
All right. Okay. So do they take damage that turn, or is it every turn that when they begin their turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, right there. I think if we did it from there, that would be good.
I guess.
Right there.
Try to hit
Just
the
in front
wolves
of Crow.
too. Is that what you're talking about?
Like if it was to hit back there, 20 feet, 20-foot radius.
Oh, that's a good point. Well, it depends on whether it's 20-foot radius or diameter.
4d4s?
But we can ask about that.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh wait. Read to me the description of.
So it is. You fill the air with spinning daggers in a cube 5 feet on each side, center on a point you choose with range. A creature takes 4d4 slashing damage when it enters the spell's area for the first time or on a turn. First time on a turn or starts turn there.
Oh, they start the turn now. Okay. So he'll take damage when he starts his turn. And then you'll roll it then.
Cool beans.
Okay. Now it's Arunian's turn.
Woohoo.
Are you going to use your phantom fist?
No. No. Short sword.
Yeah, go ahead and roll. Where are you attacking?
The stupid dice isn't. I can't see the board. The stupid dice is. The wolf in front of me.
Okay.
The wolf that just tried to gnaw your face off?
The very one, yes.
Did you roll another 10?
Do I roll another?
Did you roll?
I haven't rolled yet.
Oh yeah, go ahead and yeah.
All right.
6. It's a +5. That is not sufficient. The wolf just kind of dodges out of the way.
Damn.
Okay. Crow, it is your turn.
All right. I take out my longsword the blade of leaf fall.
Was I using that? The scroll thing?
Yeah, I can't do it. Yeah, you can use it after. You can use it when it's your turn. But I was just making a suggestion.
Okay.
We'll see what happens. So I take the emerald blade of leaf fall, and I strike at the wolf in front of me.
Okay.
It's 13 plus 6.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, that's. Hold on, let me check, make sure I got the damage right on that, because we wrote this down. Okay, and it is 1d6 plus 4 piercing, so 1d6. Or no, that was 1d8. Because I remember we wrote that one down. Yeah, it was 1d8 actually. Thank you. So 7 plus 6.
7 plus 6. Okay. Yeah, you slash across that wolf, and you cut deep into its body, and it howls out in pain and dies.
Oh shit! That was a lucky hit, guys. It's the one and only you're gonna get this whole night. Have fun picking me up off the ground later.
All right. Olivius.
So I believe Crow had tossed me as he was taking out his sword a scroll of fireball that he had.
Yes, we had it. We picked it up in the one room where we found Gungeon.
Ah, okay, that's where that came from. Okay, so I have a question because it says a 20-foot explosion of fire.
Yes.
Is that diameter or radius?
That is diameter.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, if we centered the fireball right in front of that lead hobgoblin.
Do you see where we're pointing on the screen? Or so that's 20?
No, because it's 20-foot diameter, so 10-foot radius. Those are 5-foot grid. So
Okay.
if we put it basically kind of right in front of him,
Yeah.
it's going to hit all of them.
Yeah, that should do it.
Okay.
Oh, holy cow.
What?
I just read the damage on that again, and it registered 8d6.
Yeah,
Jesus.
it's a lot. It is one of the famous overpowered spells of D&D.
Third level. I kind of want to learn that.
It's a good spell to take.
Yeah.
And then they have to make. Do they have to make like a Constitution?
Yeah, it's creatures make a Dexterity saving throw for half damage.
Okay, what's the check?
Dex. Oh, for me or?
Yes. Was it like 16?
Yeah, 16.
All right.
So I guess I just start rolling 8d6.
Yeah, just let me know what the damage is.
Start.
I'll make a tally. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go for it. Or yeah, go for it. So what was that first number?
6.
Okay.
5. 4. 2.
Keep going. You got 2.
5. 6.
You said 66?
Huh?
Did you say 66?
8d6.
Oh shit. Yeah. So we're on
3.
number. So 3. Okay.
And 3 again.
Okay. So you rolled 6, 5, 4, 2, 5, 6, 3, 3.
Hold on.
Let's get the calculator up here. So
6.
6.
5. 4. 2. 6. 34.
34. All right. So 34 damage for 15, 16, 17. All right. All right. The
Is anything left standing?
the wolf is vaporized.
Oh shit! He just disappears.
Um,
Arunian's just like, holy shit!
Poor Tons.
I'm wiping my eyes.
Is
Your
vaporized.
eyebrows are gone.
They're singed.
Targor is vaporized.
Oh my god.
And that last hobgoblin, his name was modded. He is also vaporized.
Holy fuck. I mean, I was thinking like we could definitely save it for like when we have to fight some kind of giant thing, but we have like plenty of things that we could throw at it. I mean, this is not the only but this allows us to get through this encounter because we're just kind of want to just get through this whole castle so we can move on. Because our goal tonight is to get we're trying to get to Wayveko Cave.
Recharge?
Oh no, that
was a scroll.
That's a scroll. So after you cast that spell, Olivius, the scroll just kind of just burns away in the middle of the air, and once it made sense to you, but now you couldn't remember it if you tried. It's out of you. It feels tantalizingly close though. Maybe you'll learn it at some point. Crow and Narunian, roll d20s for me.
Oh. Roll d20. I'm gonna roll the other one. Not like it fucking matters, because they're all gonna be fucking
11.
ones.
God, my whole dice roll's been
6. Yeah.
in the 10 range.
Yeah, dude, my whole dice roll's been like below 10 this whole time. Well, except for that one attack roll, which was nice. But yeah, I got a 6.
6. And then did you get 11, Arunian?
Yeah.
All right. That blast of fire came right up close to your faces, and you felt like if you'd just been leaning in a little bit, maybe you wouldn't have eyebrows anymore. But you were a good distance away. You're the appropriate distance away for a fireball. So you you feel like maybe you'll have a little bit of a burn, like a sunburn, but you keep all your hair.
It's like pyrotechnics at a concert where it's like you're like, shit, that's fucking hot.
It's like, God,
I'd hate to lose my beard.
My beard.
your beard is just smoking just a little bit, just a little bit. You have to pat it down. And
I got
everybody
my clean
smells it.
shaven baby face.
Smells,
Apparently,
it just smells bad.
why does Crow have a clean baby face? I just can't grow hair, guys. Still make fun of me.
It's that genetics.
Got the fucking bad genetics. Can't grow hair. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that was quite impressive, Arunian. Arunian? Sorry, not Arunian. Olivius.
I understand if the light from that baked your brains a little bit.
That was quite an explosion. So I want to say, do you guys want to just go down to that lower tower and explore it?
Yeah.
So we want to go to the lower tower and explore that, Mike.
All right. Let me bring that up.
Yeah, because we just want to get the way back. Okay.
100%.
Well, no, we still got to get through level 4, which I don't even know if we've even counted the experience points for this entire castle yet.
We haven't,
anything.
because we haven't.
Because
We haven't hit our save point to level up.
Okay. Because what we could do is we could also go after that orc camp to get some more levels, so that way you could possibly learn Fireball. I don't know.
Well, it
What
depends
level-
on if I don't know my wizard leveling up patterns. If
Well,
I
we can figure that out.
Third level.
We should
spell
definitely
slot.
figure that out after stream, or at least not today, but just enough so that we can figure out how do you get those super powerful spells. Do I get anything cool? Probably not.
As you level up, you get, I think your cunning action, you can disengage as a bonus. There's things like that, and you get additional
Right.
things.
That's
as
why
well.
when I ran away, I didn't have disadvantage. Oh,
Okay,
there we
yeah,
go.
so you go down to that bottom
Hey, look at that.
You
Nice
find,
light- look at that. Mass Mage is all comfy in that little room by himself.
part. You find the partner to the guard post at the front door. Again, it's just a small room layered with debris. There's a narrow slit, and you can just take a look over the terrace of the front gates, and yep, there's nothing there. Just smells of goblin.
Okay,
and burned flesh.
I have made note of everything we picked up since we've been in the castle.
Okay.
Is it possible that we could do one last search? Just generally, is there anything we could have missed? I don't know. I don't want to put that on you because I know that's a lot to look up.
Let me double check real quick. It's gonna
If there's
take
anything
me,
we're gonna miss.
take me a minute.
Meanwhile, can we go? We'll go back to the room with Gungeon and be like, "Hey,
We'll grab Sword Fighter on the way. Say,
Well,
hey,
that is disappointing.
you missed all the fun.
Sword Fighter watched it through the doorway and he was like, that was awesome!"
It's like
Even though I
peeking
yelled
through the
at,
crack in the door.
yeah. He's probably like, I'm not opening that. That looks fucking dangerous. I'm not doing that.
Hold on here.
I also have my healing potion, which I can always use. I got quite a few healing I got 4 that I can just use at any time.
Where's the fucking map? 8. There it is. Okay.
Oh, missed the opportunity for a perfect hero quote. Eat that bitch.
No, we're very we pick our we want to say those things and then immediately roll a 1 because that's my luck.
You guys spent enough time in the dark hole. That was where you fought the Grick twice.
Okay.
That while you were cleaning, you found a
Okay, let me make a note of this.
there's a mound of coal near the stone brazier in the middle of the room, and buried underneath that coal is a gold statuette of a sun elf. It's wrapped in a crimson cloth. Somebody hid it there. But yeah, you found that statuette while you were cleaning.
Gotcha.
You found the golden things there. You found the bow staff.
Barry Blue Jeans armor.
You found stuff in the owlbear's stuff. You found the king's shed.
I made note of everything that we've made up until the Grick.
Nope. Yeah, I'll do that too. when I count up the experience points and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, you found. I think. Yeah, you found everything in that room. Yeah. So you found you've ransacked the Cragma Castle, the hide of the goblins. And so yeah.
Which is the appropriate song for when you win a battle in a castle, or I don't know. Anybody else here played Dynasty Warriors besides me? I feel like I'm like the only person.
Played Hyrule Warriors.
Sadly did not.
So I
Sadly.
It kind of reminds me of Power Rangers, actually.
Yeah, well, it's like
the battle over, they go.
Yep, that's exactly right. That's the fucking thing. Because when you win the battle, because it's like you get to play these like really different kind of characters, and when you win a battle, they do like their pose at the very end.
I'll be right back.
And if you die, it's also got like a very like kind of similar sound, but it definitely sounds like you lost. But it's cool. I like the characters in it. There's like it's based on like an actual like war in China between three kingdoms, but the characters are like overly exaggerated. So like one guy's got like a giant wolf axe, and so you're fighting armies, but you're like one person with like just your army helping you, but you're like cutting through them, and they're like flying everywhere. It's really fun.
Okay.
We might do. You know what? If you're interested, I might do that on stream.
That's fine.
That would be something I think you'd have a lot of fun with. Because it's a PS2 game, to PS3, PS4. It's got 9 games at this point. I played 2 and 4, which was my go-tos.
Is it like a role-play game, or is it?
No, it's like it's an action game. You just play with a controller. Yeah, I can totally comment on it. It's a lot of fun. The voice acting is horrible, which is funny, so it'll be great. They're like, "You will never defeat me, for I am the great Yahweh." And then it cuts
Isn't
back
like
to your
a
character, and you're
hack
just
and
like,
slash?
yeah, it's very hack and slash. Depending on your character, if your character has like a spear, you can like hit like 30 dudes at once. The most powerful character in the game is the legendary Lu Bu.
Oh.
And so when you see him in 2, they're like, "Oh my God, it's him! It's Lu Bu!" And he fucking comes running down the field, and if he hits you, it does so much damage. Like. And if you kill him, like if you hit him, it's like little nuggets. You don't even do much to him. But you can kill him if you cheese the game's mechanics and basically keep knocking him on the ground where he can't get up. I've done it, and when he loses, he just kind of leaves like an asshole. Like, huh? All right, I guess I lost. It's funny.
I keep thinking Mortal Kombat when you talking about stuff. Sindo.
I just drank so much liquids, and what happened is what naturally happens when you drink that much liquid.
Oh.
All right. So,
Mike, roll a d20.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh man, I'm just kidding.
It'd be fun.
What is it?
It's a 10.
It's a 10. You came back from the bathroom, but we all know what you did in there.
I mean, I told you.
He did, but now we're very much aware, and we're all just like, well done. We're very proud of you.
Did a good job.
Yeah.
I got it in. I got it in. And I flushed.
I just feel like he's been making us roll fucking dice all this
wash
time.
my hands.
Yeah, roll a d10 if you washed your hands or not.
He's gonna roll d10.
A D10. What?
What's this?
I rolled a 4.
Oh, go back. Get in there. Back in there.
Wash them again. That's what I tell my nephew.
Actually, yeah, the soap in our bathroom, Michael refills it religiously. Which
Not
is
religiously, just into the point where it pisses me off, and I realize you're not gonna do it.
I keep forgetting to. Like, I keep forgetting it. I'm like, oh, I keep thinking in my head because I'm like, let me just go out and buy a new one. But then I come back and I'm like, oh wait, we have the.
There's
You bought a
literally
refill.
2 big gallon, like big jugs of hand
And
soap.
you bought that
underneath.
at
Got that at Sam's Club.
Sam's Club, yeah.
Like, we haven't even gone our way through 1 jug of it yet.
You know what's funny is we buy stuff. We buy like paper towels from Sam's Club, but then we fucking destroy it in like a month.
Every time I go
Paper
in the
towels are-
kitchen, I use a paper towel. Like, I love
Yeah.
paper towels because it appeals to my, like, almost like a doctor, or like I need to be sanitary. Like I feel that that's what the kitchen needs to be. It needs to be. So I have this disposable thing that's clean, and I can wipe shit with it, and I know it's not going to get any dirt, and I throw it away, and now it's in the garbage. I don't have to worry about it. And if my hands are wet, I can dry it with something clean. But my hands get wet a lot because I'm cooking. And wet hands are the enemy of the chef. So I tear through paper towels.
No stuff.
We should probably get like a hand drying towel, just like put it on the oven, just for drying.
We tried that, but it just like it's dirty, and we're just like, eh.
Oh, we did. That's right. We did.
It was like a blue one.
The one in the bathroom.
I feel like I'm
dirty.
getting some enlightening roommate.
What's
This
that?
is D&D Home
Like
Edition.
it's funny. Have you looked at our hand drying towel in the bathroom?
Yeah, it gets. Well, it's also we picked a fucking great color for that.
Why does it get funky? Like we're only drying our hands on it.
Well, it's also like we're wiping more. Like even though we washed our hands, we're wiping more of that oil on it, and eventually just you see it. Especially if it's a white towel, you're like, yeah.
Maybe it's like but you can smell it. Like it's like
Yeah.
maybe it's the humidity. Maybe it just doesn't dry off like it should.
I'm waiting for D&D, the market edition for you guys, where you get to roll for coupons.
I wish we had more coupons.
Is
Anyway,
the manager the final boss in that game?
we're
It's the store manager.
So what's it's offices and bosses. It's the fantasy equivalent of.
It sounds like something
D&D.
they would make in like The Office or Parks and Rec. Offices and bosses.
No, it's the role playing game, the fantasy role playing game played in fantasy. So you might run up and there's this really good podcast called The Magic Tavern, or Hello from the Magic Tavern.
I listened to that once with you when we were driving back from a job.
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
it's just funny. It's three guys, and then they have a guest, but they just improv comedy in the mystical land of Foon. And it's Dungeons and Dragons-esque, just because it's all like
They're just basically improv.
yeah, but they're just improving everything, and so they're making up new myths about the world.
They
Like-
fill in an hour pretty quickly, I'm guessing.
Spiced potatoes are a delicacy, but it's just a raw potato rolled in spices, and you eat it like that.
Okay then.
It's a spiced potato.
I say the next time we all get together at a restaurant, someone needs to bring a D20 dice so we can roll for what we're going to eat.
Ooh.
That's fun. It's a fun thing to do.
You can go ahead and do that, John.
I was gonna say I think that would be fun if it was if I liked a lot of the foods at restaurants, which I actually am very picky. So that would be
would
no
do it
fun if
just
I got
to
something I
see-
didn't want. I'm like, eh.
I would do it just to see the reaction of our waitress and be like, "Are you guys for real?"
Yeah, that would be.
Yes.
Well, I think Quaker Steak and Lube we could probably get away with it because their menu's pretty small. And
Yeah.
most of the food on there is like I think most of us would eat.
Well, it's just nice because you go through and you assign a number to the entrees, and then you're
I would
like,
just
I
say-
don't have to pick anymore. I'll let the die decide.
I'm just gonna get rid of all coleslaws. All that's gone. Sorry, I'm not. I don't dig the coleslaw. Don't judge
Nick,
me
I think I
over there.
asked you this before.
Don't
What's
judge me. I don't like coleslaw. It's gross. It's nasty.
what's the
Yeah,
most
mix it with
adventurous thing
barbecue sauce.
you've eaten?
I
You don't like barbecue sauce. You don't like
don't
mayonnaise.
particularly care for it. I'll deal with it on occasion, but I don't particularly care for it.
Well, what is your
Do you like-
favorite dish?
Do you like A1?
I don't use it at all.
So, what is your
Like-
favorite dish, though? You're a pasta
Um,
guy, I'm guessing.
Pasta's good. I like chicken generally.
Okay.
Like
What kind of chicken? Grilled chicken, fried chicken.
Chicken
fried
tenders.
chicken's good. Chicken tenders are fine.
You get
I
you
forget
chicken.
what my mom marinates it in. That we do like a chicken marinade.
Do a chicken
grilled
marinade.
in,
Oh, okay.
With rice.
Is it like lemony?
No,
No?
I'm blanking.
Is it a marsala?
No.
Is it
No.
zesty? Do you like zesty chicken?
like
what the fuck is happening right now?
It's like I think I was with it was Nick and Mike, I think, or it might have been Kevin, but we were looking for somewhere to eat. We wanted to go to that pizza place, but it was so full. It was with Kevin. It was with Kevin and his brother. but not our Kevin that we know as sword fighter is Kevin the doctor.
Oh, that Kevin. Okay.
And then we were looking around, and there was that Indian place. And we're like, we could try that Indian place. And Nick was like, I don't think so. I'm not down with that.
I've gotten
Aladdin's?
a little bit better than lately, but not by much. I'm boring.
I mean, to be fair, like
Indian food
is spiced up, like out the wazoo, like
The spice
much.
capital of the world.
It's
They would be like
nuts.
cheating themselves. if
What's the
they
name of that
didn't.
That's
garden?
true.
Something garden. There's an Indian place over there.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna get like a 6 of the heat thing, and the guy's like, have you
No,
done
you
6 before? And I was like, nah, I haven't really done a whole lot. He's like, you like hot food? I'm like, yeah. He's like, all right, stick with a 4. We'll just say we'll let you try out a 4, and the 4 was just like perfect for me.
All right.
Like it
all right.
wasn't like super hot, but it wasn't like I felt good after eating it.
Yeah.
And I was like, if I ate that 6, I probably would have been like,
Yeah. They put that shaped things that
like seeing, like, I'm like seeing smells in the air. I'm like, what the fuck?
I've seen things that like you're not even supposed to eat them. They're like star shaped, and then like I'll bite down on it, and then I'll feel like a sparkler is going off in my mouth.
Oh man.
And I'm like,
Oh,
man.
I know what those. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Gordon Ramsay used it in a rice cooking video. I forget what they're called, the Star of Elise or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, it's the add aroma. You're not supposed to eat those.
No,
Actually,
you're not supposed to eat that.
it's
And
just to add aroma to the rice. He has like a rice cooking YouTube video. It's really funny to watch because you're like looking at it, you're like, fucking camera guy, fucking chill out. To all camera people out there who's working with Gordon Ramsay, I get it, but like we need to like not be so zoomed in where it's like zoomed in so close. Like, can you do this? And I'm like,
Well, it's like you have to match his Coke fueled energy. So it's like
Fuck
you have
that.
to get zoom up really close on
Those
the
are the
food,
people that are
and
like,
zoom
let me
thing.
zoom in
It's like,
in an action sequence. It's like we can't see what's happening. We just see. It's like it's just like it's almost like someone hugging a camera at that point. You're like, I can't tell what you're doing.
At the same time, I kind of appreciate it because it's like, what's fun about I like little things where it's like you're a professional cook, like a professional chef, and you've been cooking for so long, you can't go slow. Like that has
Yeah,
been ingrained in you. You have to go because you've been doing it for so
We'll
long.
zoom out so we could see you fucking work fat because it's more impressive when we could see your entire body doing it instead of
that's
just
what
seeing
you're
like
doing.
just the pan and shit just
Yeah.
appearing, and you're like,
Chicken in 1 second. Chicken. He's just like real close. You just see it sizzle. He's like back out, like wide shot. You see Gordon Ramsay run to the fridge, get the milk, cream fraiche, come back.
he doesn't even have to go to the fridge. He has that shit already out. He's just like,
No, I like that stuff. It's like-
This would be bad, and I would. If I was there, I'd still stop from doing this. But I think Mike needs to do another hot pepper game.
Yeah. You know what? I wouldn't mind. Like,
I'd have to stop you, man. I saw that video, and I'm like, oh, geez, Mike, that made me want to cry.
it was. I remember it being
he
a
did a
lot
hot
of fun.
pepper video game review where he ate like a raw hot pepper and then immediately did a review of a game and tried to get
Okay.
I really, really liked Super Motherload. I'd been playing it like a ton, and but I had just been playing that game, and then I didn't want to waste this. Like I was just gonna eat it. Like I went grocery shopping and I saw this hot pepper, and I was like, I'm gonna fucking eat that habanero. I want to do it. I'm just gonna do it. So I got it, and then I was like, man, I don't want to waste this. I want to just do it and then talk about it. So I made a video,
so like
and everybody.
It was funny
it's pretty
because
good.
he did something in part of in a section of the review. He's like, this wasn't a good idea, and then under his
Yeah.
breath, he's like, just like this hot
idea.
pepper I took.
And from now on, I don't know if it happened before, but definitely from then on, if I eat something really hot, I'll start to hiccup. It'll just
I've heard you
Yeah.
I've heard you do that before.
Yeah.
I don't remember what you were eating, but I remember hearing you hiccup. I think it was like yesterday.
You gotta do the one chip challenge.
What's that?
It's like a chip, and it's one chip in the bag, and it's like the second hottest spice in
Yeah.
the world, or something.
Oh, jeez.
And all you gotta do
Yeah.
is eat the one chip.
It's Carolina Reaper, probably.
Ugh.
Yeah, I remember seeing something like that.
I'd rather somebody like honestly. at a certain point, I'd just be like, "Fucking pepper spray me," because it's like that's
It's the
just
same thing.
fucking pepper spray me. 'Cause it's like let's do it this way. Let's get it. Let's skip past everything. Let's skip front. Just pepper spray me. But and then it's like that scares me too, because if you ask Johnny Knoxville what the worst is, he'll tell you it's pepper spray.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what everything until that, everything else that he's done is well, it's not pepper spray, so it's not that bad. Man, I would not be in a good place.
No, it's just like
I would be.
pepper spray makes you feel like you're losing your eyes, but they're not going away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like at some point, you're like, just fucking get out of my skull.
Yeah.
And that's what it feels like, and
No,
it's horrible.
I'd probably go into.
Military.
Yeah. Well, it was like a chamber. And they called it CS gas, which I'm guessing is for capsation something or other.
Yeah.
And you had to put a gas mask on, and it was just not fun.
I think I'd
I only had to do it once, so.
I'd roll around the ground. I'd definitely start crying, and there'd be a mess of snot and whatever, and my face would
Oh yeah,
blow up.
just all of your sinuses go away, and you sound like a totally different person.
And then I'd
Wasabi sauce.
Oh, wasabi sauce.
Oh.
I can't do wasabi because it's just too
wasabi.
bitter. Like it's too bitter. Like I ate it just as just
Yeah.
trying it. And I was like, ew.
Oh, what's
gross.
that horseradish? It was something.
yeah,
I
it's
ate.
horseradish.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
That's
it's
why I don't like it, because
yeah.
I'm not a big fan of horseradish.
So what everybody usually knows as wasabi is horseradish with a little bit of green dye and
Yeah.
and I think maybe a little bit of flavoring. There's actual wasabi, and I can't. It's like a toss-up. But if you buy cheap wasabi, it's just ground horseradish because it's way easier to do. Wasabi is a horseradish anyway. But if you want to get the authentic stuff, you gotta make sure that that's what you're getting for. I like it a little bit. I can't have a lot of it, but I do see how it adds to. When we were in Japan and we were in sushi, they put, unfortunately, I was
They put a dollop in every single.
they put a dollop on all the sushi, and
So I was like, I ate one. I was like, whoa. Oh,
no, I can't.
Jesus
And
Christ.
I felt bad because man, I want you to enjoy the sushi go round, and I am enjoying the fuck out of the sushi go
No,
round.
the fish was fantastic.
I'm going to eat
They know what the fuck they're
15
doing.
plates.
I've watched too many shows where bad things happen after eating sushi.
I'm a
This
seafood. I'm
lady
glad.
had baby squids growing in her mouth, and she had to go get them taken out.
Oh no, that's right. Yeah,
Oh.
she bit down on a squid, and the babies came out. But the thing about the squid babies is that they will, or whatever it was, it's like the sperm or the eggs or whatever, they will literally drill into the flesh. And so this woman could feel this squid microorganisms burrowing into her mouth. It's terrifying.
Yeah.
It's so
Gross.
bad.
I'm gonna have nightmares now.
I've never had food poisoning, which I feel like would deter me from
You
a
don't
lot of
want it.
adventure.
I'm gonna need you to sear it just a little bit. Kill the parasites.
I don't really like squid. It's too rubbery for me. Feels like I'm eating it's edible, but it feels like I'm eating a toy almost.
Yeah.
And I'm like, not a big fan. But let's go ahead and get through the last bit of this. Let's talk to Gungeon and figure out what our next move is, and then we'll go next week into what we'll actually do as far as because in terms of leveling and stuff, to see if we're actually ready for the Mines of Phandelver.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to go in there unprepared and then get face rolled. Even though I know lately we've been destroying the content because we've just been playing it smart, but I also don't want to just rely on that being our only because at some point somebody's gonna fucking one-shot me. I've only got 15 health, so it wouldn't take much. And also we need to figure out Arunian's AC because that's really low considering that he's not a wizard, and I'm also I'm just a rogue.
He's a ranger.
Yeah, I'm not actually a warrior or anything like that. I'm
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Neither am I.
the armor class might be appropriate because
Okay.
I'm fine with it.
yeah.
Okay. Well, All right then. So what is Gungeon Rockseeker gonna say? So what do we do from here?
Well, Gungeon Rockseeker, after you clear out the rest of the castle, he takes a look at you guys as you come in and, whoa! Holy shit! You don't fuck around, do you?
Well, we just wanted to make sure that
I mean, good God.
there's nothing following us on the way out, and also, I mean, hopefully the people will at least appreciate the service that we do here.
Listen, I'm gonna let you escort me home because I fucking need it. But when we go into town, I'm gonna go in first, and maybe you like take a bath somewhere. I mean, all of y'all just you wash that blood. Like, people appreciate what you do, but as long as they don't know the extent of it, you know what I mean? Know what I'm talking
totally
about?
understand.
Good, jeez, wow, man. Okay, so here's the plan. Got my map back, and I'm feeling healthier, so now I can show you this. He takes a small knife and pricks his finger, and drops a droplet of blood onto this map, and it looked pretty, like there might have been an outline. It didn't look like there was much of anything. It just looked like a sheet of parchment. And the blood drops onto the map, and it sinks in, and for a second it just looks like just blood on this piece of paper, but then the blood spreads out almost like a spider web, and then rearranges itself into the floor plan of Wave Echo Cave, along with the nearby features, so that one could identify on a map where the new entrance to Wave Echo Cave is. He says, with this, and you guys can finally do what we plan to do this whole time, can make sure that we get my brothers back, we can start going into business again, we can figure out this whole black spider thing by fucking killing them, the motherfucker. So we're gonna head back to town, we'll regroup, we're gonna make sure that you guys are ready, because I made a little bit of a spelunking entrance. There's a lot of creatures in there, which is why I kind of called you guys out. I was hoping that you'd get strong, and you did me proud. Almost a little too proud.
That's a little too strong.
But we'll see how you rank up. And maybe you need to do just a little bit more. Maybe just prepare a little bit more. Maybe just find some supplies before you delve in. But we'll make sure you're set up and ready to do biz. How's that sound?
Well, that's probably the most sensible thing I've heard the entire time I've been in this castle. Well, if that's all right with you, gentlemen, I think it's time for us to be able to depart and head back to Phandelver.
Mm-hmm.
The town of Phandelver.
Phandalin.
Phandalin, that's the name of it. I couldn't remember the name.
Mines of Phandelver, Phandalin.
All right.
All right. Yeah.
Cool.
Crow, roll a d20.
Okay. I got a 9.
Got a 9. You remember just the other devastation that was that fireball. Engulfing the enemies, the wolves and the hobgoblins, and just makes you feel warm, and a smile crosses your face.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get that checked out.
And then you catch yourself smiling.
No,
Yeah, you're feeling all snuggly.
No, I'm not gonna go down that route. All right. Cool.
I totally missed what happened.
Nah, I'm being corrupted. I'm gonna
ongoing plot.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, that is it for tonight. What did you guys think?
Good times.
Yeah.
Got
Good
the
times.
burn-
I like that fireball.
Fast
I think-
times at Cragmar Castle.
Yeah. It was actually well, we actually almost made it to Wave Echo Cave, but we'll get there.
If we ever come across another scroll like that, we should pull our money together and get another one.
Well, we just found
Or,
it.
like, me just learn it.
Yeah.
Or you could just learn it.
or even Mass Mage could learn it.
Oh, that too.
I don't
Both
like
of you could
picking the
learn it.
same things. That's kind of corny.
It's a bit of a metagame.
All right. So
We've yet to see that chromatic orb work, right?
Yeah, it fails almost every time.
Yeah. I'm sure that'll have its time to shine.
So on Monday we will continue on with Dark Souls 2.
Dr. Scholl's too.
Yep, Dr. Scholl's 2. Wednesday, it could be either Doom 3 or Doom 3 VR. Probably
You made me do a double
Doom
take.
3 or
Did you say Dr. Scholl's?
Doom.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said Doom 3, not Doom 3. Doom or Doom VFR. Either or. I think we could do Doom VFR, but it'll be very short, so maybe I'll just do that and then hop into to
Yep.
finish out the rest of the stream. And then next Friday, hopefully, we'll do some more of that.
All right.
And then Thursday, of course, we still. If you're still coming Thursday.
Yeah.
All right.
Excellent.
Yeah, we're gonna do Tex Murphy, and finish out
Continue
that. That was a
day
good.
5?
Yeah, day 5. We were fucking trucking through that game, but also we were using a guide, and that helps because we would be stuck on day 2 or 1 at this point because of how crazy that game can get. All right. Well, with that said, Mike, could you pause the music?
Yeah.
Yeah. With that said, guys, thank you guys for chilling out, hanging out with us. And if you guys have nothing else you want to add, you all good?
Nope.
All right, cool. Anyway, you guys take care, and we will see you again on the next Courtesy Flush. Take care and have a good night.